Right at Tennessee Yellow Medical Health, 67C, the flying position. Scott Kreutter. 1-5 to the inside. Number 67 is Chris Durand into his outside. Zach Zumpe out of Sept, Ontario. And he gave some extra 11 seat. Starts on the inside of number 6. Sprint out of Watertown, Ontario. The one-stop all parts 5 seat. Conor Mahoney starts in 12th, rounding out the field with a 4-wide design. Number 15 out of London, Ontario is Mike Ferrell.
Well, the cars punch up down the back straightaway. Yellow lights come back on here. They throw the white rich, but they will set around for one more.
That's right, 10 laps to beat the distance, Clint. 3 tickets to auction the A main. Remember, if you win the heat race, you start in the top 6 for the feature. The driver that comes in second in this heat race will start the feature in 7th. The driver that finishes this heat race in 3rd will start 13th for tonight's A main. 10 drivers that do not finish inside the top 3 will be headed to D-Main number 1 and line up on the inside row by where they finish. Joe Beaver out of Knoxville, Iowa on the inside. The straight shooter, Scott Kreutter. A multitude of heat race wins here, including a great run in the heat race last year. Wing mean and coming to Dale Kreutter.
I'm not sure if he went totally around, but they did throw yellow and totally got to the side of the flying position. Steve Collins.
So the flying position got Steve Collins with the issue. And Joe Giebe comes around into 2G.
That was the original yellow, and then Collins had problems down the back chute, but gathered it back up. It got right off the drop of the green. Couldn't keep the wheels under the 2G. We'll go back for a complete restart in the first qualifying heat.
Chris Durand into the pits. And Clint, unless I'm mistaken, the work area rules a little bit different for tonight's race.
Yeah, the work area is a little bit different. Chris Durand, I just got to look at one of the photos here. Chris Durand was up on the left side. Collins just missed him there. The work area is right behind the back armor. They will get 2 minutes from the time they get there to get whatever is wrong repaired so they can get back out here so everybody has a fair shot. But it's going to be a long haul back for God here in the 2. And we're ready to get back out in 67.
And that's different from a lot of races. Normally in a heat race competition, work areas are not available. With some sanctioning bodies, there are no work areas at any point in the night. So Durand is going to look that over.
Rich, what we see here on nights like tonight for our regular fans, you know, our guys tend to hold their line very well. When we get these outsiders coming in, Beaver, on the original start will show us. Then right to the bottom, you pitch it low, let it slide up in front. You don't see a lot of that. A lot of business comes. You've got a lot of different driving styles, and some of these guys you've never seen before. If you're a Bolson or Joe Beaver, you've never seen any of these guys really from around here. So you really got to kind of mind your P's and Q's and make sure you've got your helmet on straight. For white this time.
That's right. Here comes Chris Durand back on the racetrack at number 67. Drivers complimented up the one-way radio for their start last year, or last time out. Last year, Scott Kreutter won a heat race on the Thursday night competition. There's part of Saturday night there in this field, but it is Joe Beaver.
inside, coming down on them hard. And that could have been pretty dicey had we gone green for another entire lap.
Well, Clint, most of us can tell from up here the way the drivers are going through the racetrack that white is kind of hard to come by. But describe a little bit from closer to the racing surface. It's kind of weird right now.
You know, it looks like it has a lot of white left in it. It's certainly not as shiny as you'll find the track later on in the evening, and that's how you can tell when it's really slick. Cars almost start to polish with dirt, and they start to shine on the white. And that's when you really see that there is still a lot of white there on the top. We're in the middle of these guys are driving not a ton of white up there. After all these time rounds and warm-ups, certainly a very racing track and the best in the business will rise to the top this evening.
Single file for the restart, only one lap completed. And the field pretty much in the same rows that they started in.
The groove here in the middle of the back straightaway.
Well, Clint, these drivers certainly not fooling around in the middle of the pack. Some great and daring moves by Chris Steele, the 35 of Jared Zimbardi, the 51 of Bryan Howland, as they're all kind of skating around to find fight on this racetrack. Not like leading right now. Bryan trying to still feel out. Scott Kreutter remains as the race leader. Joe Beaver trying to find something though. Remember, Tony from Knoxville, Iowa, ran here Thursday night, blew the drive shaft out of his 53. Unable to test that car to make sure it was okay. Sits on the pole, but has fallen back here in the opening 2 laps.
Well, Rich, over here on the back straightaway, Don Collins here with the 67C. He's got the front axle pushed back to left side, radius rods, all that front wing bashed up. They're going to have to work on the front axle. Not the penalty, turn over to the left and right, so we're going to have to work on the back.
Well, let's not forget, Mason Collins is not able to return. He gets credited with a 13 points finish. He is starting dead last in a B main that'll have 26 cars in it, taking 2.
Just let me confirm he will not make it back for this heat, Rich. Too much damage to make it out for the qualifying in this heat.
So we'll see him in a B main starting about 26. That's going to be a very tall order in his time. He's not going to put him in a good situation later on in the evening.
Flag out next time around, we'll go back to a 2 for lead of 10 here.
All the races are big, but you've got Scott Kreutter, who took the Patriot Championship away from Bryan Howland 2 weeks ago in Howland Grove at Ohsweken Speedway. They're both out there, the top 2 in Ohsweken points. Glen Styres and Chris Steele. so highly acclaimed. How about it for Glen Styres? And we talk about it so much. Glenn's a great sprint car driver, but he has put himself into a new echelon this season. The win he's made in the Winter Nationals, asking Shane Stewart to do it. 4 wins here last weekend. What a fight. It's been a great year for the